Okay, so welcome back. As you can see from the table on the left, we have exited the relegation zone with quite an aplomb. We are now in 14th place. After a resounding piece of form after our previous win against Farsley with 3 straight victories, we now start our game today against Gateshead, 14th place and only 10 points away from a playoff place. I am very much in the idea that we could get that position. I don't think we are far away from a position that could see this club promoted. So today, team against Gateshead is going to remain as this one. Mainly because it has performed very well for me over the past few games, obviously with those previous 3 wins. So I'm going to look to try and get this team through. Obviously, we've made a fair few pieces of dealings over the past few weeks, including 2 sales. One being Willis for £1,000 to St Mirren, and one for Reece Taylor for £3,000 to TNS, the new Saints in the Welsh division. I don't know how to pronounce that word there, so I'm not going to try. Obviously, there's also another transfer out. Dave Neeskens, unfortunately, is joining a Dutch team at the end of his contract, but it's likely that I won't be here at that point in time regardless, so it's not for me to worry about, I don't think. We'll be playing 3 games today: Gateshead, Altrincham and Aldershot. Then we'll be going off screen as well for the next few games after that. Another thing I should mention, that this episode is going to be a bit behind, I think, because Wi-Fi around Christmas for some reason has just depleted massively. I mean, I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, and I doubt I'm going to be able to get up today, to be honest with you. It's currently just gone 7:15 in the at night, and I don't think I'll be getting up today. To be honest with you, I'll be lucky to get up on Christmas Day as well, to be honest with you. So this could just be a random episode that comes up midweek at some point, I'm not sure. But other than that, we don't have to worry too much about the consistency of episodes. It should go back to normal after this one. So far in the first minute, we've had a fair few chances, and a yellow card already for Alex Whittle, who has been put back in the team. Oh, and Dave Neeskens as well. So that's fun. Kalambe with the goal kick. Put the ball out to Brown. A beautiful pass through to McGlip, and he puts the ball forward to Dallas. And Dallas has a shot, but it's saved by Guthrie. It gives us a corner kick in the 4th minute of the game. Osborne to take it. Swings the ball in. Over by Dallas, though. Poor shot from him. Dallas, as far as I'm aware, I think has 11 goals to his name this season. I think could be more. He has performed well beyond expectations that I had when I first signed him. You know, I thought he'd be a goal scorer a couple times just to save us from relegation, but he has scored multiple times in single matches, and it's been brilliant to have him here. Oh, poor shot from McGlip there, straight at the goalkeeper. Apparently Gateshead have been fairly poor in this game attacking. I say that and they have a shot on goal. So let's keep my mouth shut for a little bit. Yeah, as I said, I'm not rethinking my decision to leave the club at the end of the season. If they offer me a contract, I probably will not take it unless I am sure that I can keep the club up next season if we do manage promotion. Obviously, I'm going to look to get a League 2 team, or at the very least, a League 2 team that's been relegated, so that I can get myself into the Football League fairly quickly. Oh, that's annoying. 0-0 after the first half. We definitely need some goals to come in the second half. So I'm going to take Ronaldo Brown off for Sante, and Adebayo Smith off for Victor Fundi. And that's it for now. I'm going to leave it just in case we get an injury. Yeah, I don't think that I'll be likely to get a League 2 team straight out the bat, regardless of how well I do this season. But I will probably look for at least a team that's been relegated, with hope of getting that team at the end of the season. If not, obviously, we could very well do in the same situation what I did this season, where I had 2 months without a club and had to essentially deal with the situation as it came. And then obviously I got the Boston job, and as of yet we're doing fairly well with Boston, although they've got a chance here, Gateshead. And it's very poor, goes well wide of the post. Almost 60 minutes have been played now, and it's still 0-0 at the Gateshead International Stadium. It's fairly optimistic of Gateshead to call it an international stadium, when I'm pretty sure there's a capacity of less than 3,000. I mean, I guess you could say the Gibraltar team could have a national game here, but either way, we really need a goal at this point in time, and if we can't score it, I definitely think it could be a poor form for us after this game. Oh, we've got Victor Fundy though, getting through the middle. Pass the ball out wide to Osborne. It's a beautiful pass, and he does get that goal that we desperately needed. Sam Osborne, second goal of his season for us, gets the opener here for Boston United. Let's just hope that we can keep that lead. And we have moved up to 13th place, above Bradford PA. Only 2 points now lower behind Curzon Ashton, but that could change if Gateshead equalise. Elliot Forbes crossed the ball in, but Tiandali gets in the way of it. But it's a beautiful ball forward for Dallas, who heads it forward to Fundy. The ball wide out to Thomas Asante, who was very prolific when I first joined the club in goal scoring, but he crossed the ball in, but Dallas is straight against the defender, and McGlip puts it well over the bar. He really should have passed that back out to Asante for a second cross. 10 minutes left to play. All we have to do now is just hold our lead, and we will gain that position to 13th place, and we would have kept a second clean sheet against Gateshead. Tiandali throws to Maycock, back to Tiandali, back to Maycock, back to Tiandali, back to Maycock, but it's intercepted by Forbes, and the defender kicks the ball long, but only as far as Naskins, who heads it straight to McMahey, and a long ball out wide to Best. And a shot, and it's, I believed, straight off the crossbar, over the into the crowd behind. Thankfully, we did not concede. With just a minute left to play, it's got a corner kick for Boston, and that's it. It's all over. 1-0. Boston United have got a fourth win in a row. We've got Altrincham next, a team we managed to beat, I think on camera last time. I think it was in the FA Trophy. And with hope, we could push ourselves up into, I believe, yes, 11th place, with a look to get to 10th with a win over Southport after we play Aldershot. Although Southport very well could get a victory in their next game and push us a bit further down in our timeline. Thankfully, we are not at any real risk at this point in time of losing our job for obvious reasons. I mean, we've got a C+, and we are in 13th place. When I joined, I think we were in 22nd place. So we're definitely in a much better position now than we were when I first joined. In fact, when I first joined, it was, I believe, I can't remember when I joined. Club info, when did I join? I joined on the 2nd of October. So 2nd of October is here, Darlington. So in Darlington we had 1, 2, 3, 4 straight league games without a win. Then we had Brackley, their loss with Kidderminster, and then we began our good form. We beat Speddymore, we beat Leamington, we beat Telford. We did lose to Farnsley, but we beat Curzon Ashton, Bradford, Geesley and Gateshead. That is a brilliant run of form. Admittedly, no draws to iron out those defeats that we had at the start, but wins are better than draws any day. And with us sitting in 13th place, it's unlikely that we're going to be in actual trouble of going down. But that could very well all change. I am well aware of that. So then, we are going to go into our Altrincham game with the exact same team you played with Gateshead against Gateshead with, because in my opinion it's a fairly strong team and it's not a team we need to mess around with. Admittedly, there are a few players that I would rather have instead of, but obviously things have to be done a certain way. And unfortunately, we don't have the money to bring in players to replace those that I think are either not up to the standard, or at the very least, who aren't at that standard yet. Barrow made it quite far in the FA Cup. I'm very impressed with them. Right to the third round. I believe they're playing Chelsea, or was that Wigan that's playing Chelsea? Already forgotten. No, they're playing Coventry, but they were defeated 4-0 by Coventry, and Chelsea managed to beat Wigan 4-1. Oof, that's bad. Oh, I'm very impressed with the Boston under-18s. Managed to get 2 goals against the Hull under-18s. That's quite impressive, actually. I'll give them that. Well done. Then again, I'm pretty sure this Hull under-18s team could probably beat my actual first team, so there's not a lot I can really do about that. So then, Altrincham, in 2 days, is our biggest test in the league, I believe, so far since our start of good form. I think this will be our first game against a playoff or promotion based team since the Kidderminster game. I'm not sure. Either way, we need to hopefully win it. So if we can win this game, we're guaranteed to go up at least 1 place. Yeah, we are actually favourites for this match, I think, because of the fact we've had such good form over the last few games that we are just the team, to beat at the minute. I think that's really the only reason that we have got such a high rating. Yeah, so other than the Kettering game back here and the Kidderminster game here, we haven't played a promotion chasing side in the league. We played Altrincham here in the FA Trophy, but I don't think they actually played their main squad. So I'll probably be looking to play a team that's going to give me a chance of victory in this match. Oh, a draw with Millwall for a touchdown. That's good news to Zelke's future. Yes, going back to what I was saying during the match, there are a few League 2 teams like Newport and Exeter who are in threat of going down, but Newport is less likely to do so. They're in 16th place, they have a bit of stability with them, and in theory I could put myself forward for that job. I've got no chance of getting a Championship or League 1 job, definitely no chance for a Premiership or that sort of thing, or a national job for that matter. I definitely haven't got a chance with someone like Angola, for instance, because they just have too much of a reputation. But a team like Newport or Exeter, should they go down, would be a brilliant opportunity for me to put my hand in a big team and bring them back into football, in league football I should say, as well as improve the team as a whole. Because with a League 2 team, it's very likely they could have multi-millions in a budget for usage. I mean, a team like Newport County would have easily at least £1 million in the transfer budget, compared to Boston, when I first joined, had 15,000 in the transfer budget. Yes, so Nascience does leave, unfortunately, but that's not a problem. He is still here until July, so we do have him fairly long term at least, for the time being. Team of the week for the National North, I believe we're in, yes. Oh, that's annoying. Not one player from our team. We really deserved it, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I'd be surprised if I didn't receive at least Manager of the Month or something this month. Which brings me back to a point. I did not win Manager of the Month for the previous month. I came second. I was nowhere near on the previous ones, obviously, but I came second here, despite having a better win ratio. Because I lost a match rather than drew it, I was forced down into second place because of manager points, which, if you ask me, a bit unfair. Player of the month, we had Andy Dallas in there. No one else, unfortunately. And that's it. We didn't have, I don't think we had Gold of the Month. I don't think they do that actually in Panorama National. But yeah. Anyway, back to our season. Now, I'm going to be putting Nicky Walker on the bench for Ashley Jackson, so that if Ronaldo Brown has a poor game again, we can put Walker in, and then we can keep circulating the team around a bit, building up confidence for the rest of the team as such, and keep going. Yeah, that's fine. 2 substitutes at position, obviously, because I choose a team for every cup game as well as the league, so I don't want to have to keep filtering in substitutes when I need to, or I have them already in the team. There you go. Andy scored 11 goals in 16 games. That's impressive. Now then, to the Altrincham game. What we need today is at the very least a draw. If we can get ourselves a draw against the top 6 team, we will be guaranteed good form for quite some time. I apologise for a little pause there. I had a hiccup. Osborne now on the wing tries a cross, but it's blocked by Altrincham defender. Tiendali now passes the ball into the middle for Naskins, long ball forward, and it's headed away by Malt only as far as McGlip to Maycock. Out wide to Osborne. He runs it forward back onto the wing and he tries a second cross. This time it does go through, only as far as White, however, and Ronaldo Brown gets a shot against Drench. And it's a corner kick for Boston United. In front of their own fans, Osborne swings the ball in, away by Heslop, only as far as McGlip. Adebayo Smith passes back to Naskins. Cross the ball in, away by White to Walters. Kicks the ball long. Oh, that's not good. They could get character can go here from Hancock. But a good defensive move from Whittle there gets the ball out for a throw-in. After 13 minutes, a fairly good start for both teams, I think, in this match. But all we have to do is just make sure we do not risk too much. Throw in from Hampson to Hancock. Ball out to Cisse. Tackled by Tiendali. Tiendali now runs the ball forward. Ball back to Osborne. Osborne kicks the ball long and forward. Adebayo Smith touched it down. Back to Maycock. To McGlip. Back to Maycock again. To McGlip. Out wide to Whittle. Cross the ball in for Dallas. Oh, it's in the side netting for Dallas. 22 minutes into the match, free kick from Altrincham. Who's taking this one then? Hancock to take. Swings the ball in, and it's a goal from Lewis Walters. That was very poor defending from our boys there. Very poor. Lewis Walters gets that goal that sends us back down to 13th place, and hopefully won't be the only goal of the match. Hopefully we will return that favour and score a goal to send us equal to them again. Tiendali with a throw. Adebayo Smith. Back to Maycock. Maycock tries to put the ball to McGlip, and it's a terrible, terrible pass. But Parker now with the ball. Out wide for Osborne. Heads it down to Maycock. To McGlip. To Adebayo Smith. To Dallas, who gets a shot and it's blocked, but Adebayo Smith doesn't do any better on his end. Corner kick from Osborne. Swings the ball long. Away by Hampson to Dallas. Dallas crossed the ball in for McGlip. It's blocked. It's kicked wide by Maycock. Very poor shooting from our guys here today. Only a third of our shots have been on target, compared to them having 3/5 of their shots on target. Adebayo Smith to Osborne. Osborne back to Maycock. McGlip tries a shot. Ronaldo Brown hits a shot on goal, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. It's a corner kick again for Boston United. Osborne swings the ball in. It's a header from Naskins, but it's kicked away by Walters to Mullicky. At the end of the highlight. Now actually we've had less than a third of our shots and be on target. At half time, some changes are going to need to be made. Adebayo Smith will be taken off for Victor Fundy again. Again, Ronaldo Brown will be taken off, but this time for Nicky Walker. And for now, I will leave that as it is and hope that we can do something with this result. Hopefully we can either equalise or, as is pushing it, equalise and then go on to win. We have had the shots, we have had the attacking intent to do it, we just haven't had the luck to score the goals. Tiendali now with the ball. Crosses it in. Away by Hampson, only as far as... oh no, Hancock. A long kick away from Hancock. Neeskins now with the ball forward. Osborne tries to keep it on but gets to Hampson instead. Malt. Back to Hampson. Hampson gets the ball forward but only to Maycock. Maycock to Tiendali to Naskins. Naskins put the ball back to our goalkeeper, Makalambe. I doubt very much will happen for us with this highlight. A long kick forward from Kalambe. White now with the ball. Heskip to Walters. Back to Heslop. Cisse on the far wing. Has a shot, but it's saved, and Hancock gets a shot on goal and in the goal. That is 2-0 now to Altrincham. I believe there is a trend emerging. We have a run of good form, we come on camera, we have one win, and then a defeat the following game. White with a free kick to Hancock. Heslop with a long ball forward, searching for striker. Maycock now, himself with a long ball forward. Hampson touches it down. Long ball on the wing for Cisse. To Malt. To Hancock in the middle. Ball forward to Hume. I have no idea. And a header wide by Walters. We were let off there very luckily. I will push ourselves to be very attacking and ask the team to show a bit of passion because we need to get a goal in this game. Walker now. Parker kicks the ball long. It's gone out for a throw-in. Throw-in from Tiendali. Dallas now. Back to Tiendali. Oh, he's tackled by Walters. He waited way too long for that. Walters now swing the cross in. And it's scored by Yosifu Cisse. And it's now 3-0 to Altrincham. Boston United are collapsing at home at York Street. And I cannot figure out why. We have played so well in the last few games, and then we come into this game and we lose all sense of ability, all sense of drive. We'll get them to show a bit more passion. I'll make one more substitute, being Sam Osborne for Thomas Asante as an inside forward attacker. Nicky Walker will also be a winger on the attack role. We need these changes. We need these goals. If we can't get goals to be scored by our team, then we can't win our games. With less than 5 minutes left to play, I do not think Boston United are going to get even a consolation goal at this point in time. And stoppage time has run down, and that is it. Boston United lose 3-0 at home to Altrincham. A very, very poor performance from Boston United there. However, we are safe from dropping into the bottom half of the table too far. It only dropped to 15th, with one match at least. We've got a problem with Martin Wolford. We may have to leave him on, put him on the transfer list for a bit. Because if he's a non-contract loan, you can't even sell him. That's the problem. With lower league footballers, if they're not even a contracted player, then you can't even sell them. And that's the problem. You can't make any money. These players are just stagnating. And they're costing you money to play them, but they won't ever reimburse that fund. As you can see, Andy Dallas is our best player so far. Joined from Cambridge on loan. 20-year-old. If I'm honest with you, I'll probably look to sign him when I join a new team, especially if they go down to the National. I would very much like to sign him to the team because I know how good he is and I know he's got a fair bit to improve upon. So, we've got our game against, we're bringing in under-18s coach Michael Collins. We'll ask him to recommend a signing. I don't think we'll bring one in, obviously. Our game against Aldershot will be the last game on camera. Then I'll do Southport, Blythe and Chester off screen. And then we'll filter in the games as we go. Obviously the FA Trophy will probably be on camera for the entirety of it, because I think cup games are fairly important and we have to make sure we can actually get them on camera for, publicity's sake. No other reason really. But obviously if we lose to Aldershot, which wouldn't be a big deal, I mean they are a National League team, they are a bigger team, I wouldn't expect to beat them obviously. If we do manage to win, we'll have the draw a few days later. If we don't win, then we have no more cup games for the rest of the season, and we are just focusing then on the league. Ooh, Brett McGavin done fairly well. It's kind of annoying. I look to sign one of the players from League One and I don't get them. Everyone else does though. Social feed. Ooh, Fleetwood. That's annoying. Ooh, Kingsley management 4-1. Well done to them. See what I mean? Braintree and Tonbridge Angels gets their players. If we look to sign any, we'll be told no, because they were not good enough. I mean, I tried to sign Brett McGavin, I tried to sign Tommy Smith. Nothing. The entire time I was just told that our team wasn't good enough. But we are proving them wrong. Hopefully. 2 days to go before we play our game against Aldershot, and obviously when we do, we will be looking for a win, for obvious reasons. The FA Trophy does supply a fairly good amount of money. I think round 3 is worth 100,000 for the winners, obviously. I think this round is worth 50,000. I could be wrong. Yeah, I will transfer Sean Tutton. He's never going to play, obviously, and we need to make sure we can get in players who can play. Paul Bastook, he's now at Kings Lynn, the assistant manager / goalkeeper. Jamie Reynolds has rejected the contract offer from Slough. Okay, why am I being told about that? He's not my player. He's not my player. Don't know why I'm being told about that. Either way, confusion aside, we will look forward to our game against Aldershot. Oh, Adam Clayton. He's had a fall from grace. He used to be in the Championship about 6 years ago. Dropped down, I think, 4 leagues, I believe. League 1, League 2. Yeah, 4 leagues. That is a fall from grace if ever I've seen one. But Aldershot Town versus Boston United. Can't remember the name of Aldershot Stadium. What is the name of Aldershot Stadium? Where is it? The Recreation Ground. It's like a place that people get stoned at, to be honest with you. Either way. Oh, Matt Carter's finally back from injury. But I'm not going to put him in the team just yet, just in case I aggravate the injury. And plus, it's only a cup game. We lose, we lose. If we win, we win. Not really a big deal. It's only for economic benefit, this game. Ronaldo Brown hasn't played well in the past few games, so I'll be bringing him out of the team for Nicky Walker. It's Nicky Walker. Other than that, we will leave the team as it is. I don't really... Actually, no. I'll put Victor Fundy in the team in place of Adebayo Smith, because I think, with 2 goals, he's done more than Adebayo Smith has. I mean, he's admittedly had double the appearances, but he hasn't even had 1 goal yet, Adebayo Smith, so we'll look to do what we can with him. Yeah, other than that, I think we'll leave the team as is. There's nothing else I need to change, I don't think. Yeah, nothing else I need to change. Yeah, we're good. So, game against Aldershot. We are obviously looking for a result. I don't think this game has replays, but I could be wrong. Actually, I probably am wrong, to be honest with you. I've never been that knowledgeable of the non-league football scene. I mean, League 1, League 2, I can, easily tell you all that stuff, but when it comes to non-league, I've never been up to date with it all. Non-league only in Football Manager only counts 2 leagues, the National and the North-South. Doesn't actually count, leagues like the Isthmian, the Thurlow None, that sort of thing. So it does come a bit difficult to actually find every team and think about, this team's now been promoted to this division, such and such. But with, the Football League, you can do that quite easily. Aldershot now, a terrible pass from their player, and just a terrible one back from Tien Dali. I think he felt sorry for him with the terrible pass and decided to even have it back. Calambe now with the goal kick. Wickham, I believe, actually, when he played for them, played against Aldershot. So he has a bit of recollection with the team. We've had 1 shot currently on goal, not on target, mind you, but at their goal at least. They've had 7 shots, and 2 of them are on target. Equal on fouls, but they've had a yellow card. We haven't, thankfully. A corner kick from Aldershot, headed away only as far as Rance. Crossed back in by Chislett, and it's against the post. Oh, just about picked up by Calambe. That was lucky. We very nearly could have gone back and behind. We could have gone behind again for a second game. Osborne now with the ball. Puts the ball into the middle for Maycock to Fundy. Back to Maycock. Puts the ball back out to Tien Dali. Along the wing looking for Osborne. He reaches it. Crosses the ball in. A terrible cross from Osborne. Headed forward by Parker. To Maycock. To Osborne. Osborne with a flick back to Tien Dali. Puts the ball out to Fundy, who's now in the box. Pass the ball back to Osborne. Osborne crosses it in for Dallas and heads straight at Stevens. We demand more of that. We need more attacking intent from this team. Parker now heads the ball forward to McGlip. Still our highlight. Fundy now touches it down, and it's well over the crossbar. If he had just touched that round the keeper, he could have got a penalty. Stevens now with the ball. Headed back to Tinkler, to Kenyon. Naskins to Maycock. A long ball forward from Maycock to Fundy again. And this time Fundy hits the post and it's kicked away by Gibson. Only as far as Maycock though, and it's the end of the highlight. Always does that, so annoying. Osborne now. Fouled by Rance, and that is a second yellow probably for him. Yeah, that's a second yellow. A red card for Aldershot in 33 minutes. That is unfortunate for him. But now we've got a player advantage against them. We should be capable of beating them. Chislett now with the free kick. Pass to Gibson in the middle. Shot, and it's a goal from Sam Gibson. Me and my big mouth. No less than 10 minutes later, Sam Gibson gives Aldershot Town the lead in this FA Trophy second round match. So, I don't know why I just did that. Let's just undo that. Don't quite understand why that happened, but hey. Right, Nicky Walker is coming out of the team for Ronaldo Brown. Click the wrong player. Fundy comes out for Adebayo Smith. I've realised I've just brought the players back on that I took out of the team. Don't question it. And Alex Penny will come on for Tian Darley, who has played incredibly poorly for his standard, and is also fairly tired. So we'll have to bring on some players for him. Now let's just hope we don't get an injury. No, my luck, we will get an injury. And that'll be probably one of the players I brought on, annoyingly. Right, Aldershot are a man down, but a goal up. And with 4 men at the back, 4 men in the middle, and only a single striker, all we have to do is just pull them forward far enough to then push back against them again. Chislett with another free kick. Swung in, and it's headed wide by that man there. Barkley. Yeah, I've got no chance. I do apologise if that is the name of someone you know, but I cannot pronounce that, and I don't want to try in case I offend someone. And I am genuinely serious about that situation. Right then. They've brought on a second player, and oh no, they've actually gone to another 2 strikers up again, but they haven't. And with 3 minutes of stoppage time, Colombe with a goal kick, I doubt Boston will get that equaliser that they need, and it's a free kick, and Osborne's got himself sent off as well. Now that is definitely very annoying. But thankfully, new rules state that people sent off only get suspended for that game, and not for like that game, but that competition, and not for every competition domestically and or European, depending on which one they get sent off in. Which I admit is, I guess, lucky on our standpoint, but we are now a man down for the last 2 minutes of stoppage time when we need a goal, and we're not going to get one. Again, another defeat. It appears that the camera is our weakness. We get 1 win and then we just fall into, well, poor form. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow cards. Or 5 players got a yellow card at least. Oh, okay. That seems odd. Right. That's not actually what it does in other leagues. 20 players have arrived on free transfers, so 1 player for every game. I'm obviously looking to make sure that I can sign players for free transfers because I cannot afford to bring in, expensive ones. I mean, since I joined on the 2nd of October, we've had Nathaniel Appiah, Jose Mourinho, Brett Callow, Reece Taylor, Dwight Darley, Matt Carter, Marlo Hall, Colombe, Philby, Fundy, Parker, Abdo, Hanley, Brown, Hill, Arambaru, Chalice, Coveney, Williams and Wallace have all joined on free transfers. Not a single penny has been spent signing players. Not one. Because I can't afford it. This team does not have that level of income to be able to afford it. So I'm hoping that if I leave this club, because unlikely I'll get another contract and this one ends in 5 months. So if I don't get another contract, I'm obviously going to have to leave the club. But whether I move on to a League 2 team or not is just a question of, well, what's going to happen. But that is the end of this video. We have played our 3 games, and as you can see, we have lost 2 of our 3 games. So, for now at least, I'll be playing the Southport, Blythe and Chester games off screen, and I'll be back to play Altrincham and York on screen. But until then, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.